dirty air, unsafe water, toxic food, normalized corruption, brutal education, garbage everywhere, noise everywhere, and we still say India is fine. No, India is not fine. India is becoming a slow poison that we have normalized today. We wake up every day, filter our water because we know it's toxic. We breathe air that cuts our life by 5 years. We eat food full of adulteration. We cram for exams that teaches us nothing. We bribe for rights and fight online about which god is better. I am not being anti-national. I'm just telling what we, the normal citizens of India, go through every day. Because between defending India online and fixing India, there's a truth that we most of the time ignore. Let's start with the basics. The air we breathe. Delhi's PM 2.5 hits 400, 500 during winter. WHO says anything above 15 is unsafe. We are at 30 times that. IQ Air World Air Quality Report 2023 ranked India among the most polluted countries in the world. University of Chicago's Air Quality Life Index says if you are living in northern India, you are cutting approximately 5 to 7 years of your life. And in Delhi, it's even more, just from breathing. And we normalize it. Our lungs are black, kids are developing asthma, even before learning multiplication. We are just coping. Water. Niti Aayog says 70% of our water is contaminated. So we buy RO purifiers if we are middle class. And if you are poor, drink whatever comes. We don't even ask why basic water is unsafe. We just filter poison to survive. Food. Reused oil heated 50 times. Milk that's half detergent. Paneer made from chemicals. FSSAI keeps catching these people, but it continues. And on top of that, we choose to eat sugar, oil, maida and everything. NFHS 5 shows we are both malnutritioned and obese. Kids are anemic, but they are getting diabetes at a young age. Kierkegaard called this quiet despair. Living a life that slowly kills you, but you don't quite notice it because everyone's doing the same thing. That's us. Education. The thing that is supposed to free us, but instead it just crushes us. Wake up at 5, school, learn nothing useful, come back, coaching, home at 10 pm, study, sleep at 1, and keep repeating the same cycle. And for what? Marks. Not knowledge, not curiosity, just marks. And if you don't get those marks, you are a failure. NCRB data shows students keep rising. Kids as young as 15, 16 taking their lives because of the pressure. And the education doesn't even work. Rote learning. Memorize, vomit, forget it. We are not even learning to think. We are just obeying it. The Gita talks about tamas, ignorance, darkness, going through the motion without awareness. That's our education system, pure tamas, producing millions who can't think, who can't question, and just obey like a machine. Corruption, getting a passport, slip money, police station, slip money, government office, slip money, but we don't even call it corruption anymore. This is avidya, seeing something unreal as real, the impure as pure. We see corruption as smart, but it's one of the main reasons why nothing works. Daily chaos, the honking, garbage on the streets, spitting on the streets, zero civic sense. Buddhism talks about tana, me first, my convenience, my ego. That's our roads, that's our public spaces. Rene Girard talks about mimetic desire. We copy each other's desire, which leads to rivalry, violence. That's why everyone's so aggressive. And religion. Look, believe what you want, but we have stopped using religion for truth. for peace, and started using as identity, as ego. Hindu versus Muslim, this caste versus that caste, my god versus your god. Research shows India is getting more religiously polarized, and most of us don't even follow the teachings. We just fight about labels, ego, the false sense of I am this identity, this group. And that's what's happening. Religion has become ego, not spirituality. Friedrich Nietzsche talks about herd mentality, following the crowd not because it's true, but everyone else is. That's us fighting online, spreading hate, defending our side without even knowing what we are defending. Your religion taught you love, compassion, and you are using it for hate. We have turned the sacred into a weapon. So, what's the root? It's not just a government, it's us. Vedanta says the outer world reflects the inner world. If we are chaotic inside, the country will be chaotic. If we are corrupt inside, the system would be corrupt. Viktor Frankl wrote in the book Man's Search for Meaning that when we are no longer able to change the situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. What meaning are we living for? Marks, ego, identity? Most of us are living lives we don't even choose. Scripts written by society, family, peer pressure. That's the deepest poison. Not the air, not the water. It's the meaninglessness, the unconscious attitude. We have stopped asking why and just started coping. Okay, so everything's broken. Now what? You want me to say vote better or protest? That's not the real solution. The real solution starts with you, not the government, you. Vedanta says, as the inner, so is the outer. If your mind is polluted, you will pollute the streets. If your thoughts are corrupted, you will accept corruption. When you litter, that's the inner chaos. When you bribe, that's the inner corruption. The universe is changed. Our life is what our thoughts make it. If you want clean streets, start with a clean mind. If you want honest system, start with personal honesty. It's just simple cause and effect. The Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse 47 teaches Karma Yoga. Do your duty regardless of your mood, regardless of results, regardless of what others are doing. You don't litter because everyone else has stopped doing it, but because it's right. You won't bribe because the system is fixed, but because you won't compromise. You can't change India overnight, but you can change yourself. Epictetus says, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. People will call you fool for not bribing, for following the rules. Let them say. One person stops spitting, the friend notices. One person refuses to bribe, the other gets courage. Gita again says, whatever a great person does, the common people will follow. Whatever standards they set, the world will follow. You don't need to be a leader. Just set a standard. Buddhism teaches suffering comes from craving and ignorance. When you crave comfort over truth, you get corruption. When you are ignorant of cause and effect, you normalize poison. But when you clean your mind, your cravings, your ego, the outer world begins to shift. Not magically, but inevitably. Nietzsche said, he who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Your why is to stop coping and start living for truth. Look, I'm not going to lie. India might not become a superpower by 2030. We might keep struggling for decades. But that's not the point. The point is, are you going to keep coping or start living? The solution isn't out there, it's here in you. Stop waiting for the government to change things. Stop waiting for the society to change things. Stop waiting for the right time. Change yourself today, now. And if enough of us do that, India will change. If this hurt, good. Truth should hurt sometimes. If you're angry at me, channel that anger into some good action. And if you think I'm anti national, I'd be rather honest than a fake proud. Comment what you will change. Let's stop coping together.